Why, hello there, fans. Dutch Mars here. What does a message in a bottle, a trucker, a deer on the beach, and the world's most expensive cheese has all in common? It's all in this upcoming, exciting 60 minutes. Week on the internet. This week on the internet. This week on the internet is, of course, brought to us by the Vitajex pill. The Vitajex are what you're doing to me pill. Park's famous flavor, delicious sausages. Summon the demon sausage, baby, today, and grab some Park's famous flavor sausage today. An ice cold Schaefer beer for people who like having fun, for people who like having more than one. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Ice cold 7-Up. 7-Up your thirst away with 7-Up because 7-Up is all action. And of course, babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight, guaranteed. Babiesovernight.com. Bring you this exciting episode of This Week on the Internet. Hey! Hello there, sports fans. Good to see ya. It's real feel of 100 outside, so I don't feel like going outside, at least for now. I think we might do a live stream outside maybe later on today, but for now, at high noon, I'm gonna do, if you could forgive me, please, let me do a live stream inside. It's the top of the hour. It's 12 o'clock. Good to see everybody. You know, first of all, hold on. Mrs. Babbage, please. Let's see who's tuning on in. I see Sally Skipico, first one in the room. And Michelle out there in Oregon, welcome. Travis Weeks is checking in from South Africa. And Cake813, good to see ya. Good to see you, John the Beagle Dad down there in Florida, and Michelle King over there in Texas. Good to see you, Natalie and Jerry, welcome. Good to see you, Coney Island Jim out there in Bensonhurst, and Activity 79 checking on in from Sweden. Good to see you, Neville from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we have at least 29 other people who are, I guess, not commenting. How's everybody going today? South wind over here at the Super Studios here in Coney Island. I hope everyone's doing great. Welcome, everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Ted Sal, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Let me see. I need 2 minutes before we go into this. We'll yap for 2 minutes here, and then 90 seconds. Then we'll start up. Good to see you there, Phyllis. 2284, welcome. Excited to see another. We got some great stories, Cake. I have digged up some great stories courtesy of United Press International. And, yeah. I was going to go hop on the train and go into Manhattan. I'm sorry, guys. It's too hot for me. We're gonna try to get back. There's like 2 art galleries that we need to hit up. So please forgive me on that one. See, the lowest rated live stream, whenever I do a home live stream, it's always the lowest rated. Thank you, so whoever tuned out, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm not outside, so I'm going to try to be as entertaining as possible. Inside. You getting the shots ready for this disaster? Good to see you, Lori Lou. Welcome. Getting the shots ready? Are we drinking at noon? That sounds like fun. Folks, if you got some really strong drinks out there, please feel free to drink with me. But good to see you, Lori Lou, out there in the Garden State. Good to see everybody, people. Let's endure this disaster together. Let's check the traffic, people. Let's check the traffic. What the hell is going on over here? Of course. Midtown here is not looking fun to drive in. Queens Midtown Tunnel wide open, but of course the Lincoln Tunnel, because it is one of the 7 circles of hell here in New York City. Looks like we have inbound traffic here. Do we have an incident here? Yeah, lane closure on eastbound tube here, and that was just updated at 11:52. So do me a favor, take the ferry if you're over there in Hoboken or Weehawken, or take the train. Good to see everybody. Welcome. It's a hot day here in New York City. Some of the earth cams are saying, oh, low 80s, 82, 82, 82. I just saw the real feel before it was 100. Is that still? Woo, they're moving around the earth camera at 19 State Street. And Cake813 testing out my notifications with a very generous $20 super chat. Cake813, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 super chat. I just made $20 an hour, because I will be on it for at least an hour. Maybe we'll do 3 hours here inside, huh? But Cake813, thank you so much for giving me hope. Giving me hope and giving me motivation to keep this nonsensical show going with a very generous $20 super chat. And now I know my notifications work. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay, and here now the news, people. A message in a bottle floats from Canada to Ireland over the course of 13 years. Wow, okay, message in a bottle. Look at this. Oh, we got pictures too. Look at this, pictures of this message in a bottle. Let's see here. A message in the bottle was launched by visitors to Newfoundland's Bell Beach Island and was found washed up on a beach nearly 13 years later across the Atlantic Ocean in Ireland. But Northwest is checking out testing out my notifications with a very generous $20 super chat. Northwest, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 super chat. Much appreciated there, Northwest. Thank you so much for sponsoring this afternoon's nonsensical stream in the air conditioning. Good to see you, Sunny Flowers, checking on in. Good to see you, Sunny Flowers. Shout out to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members this broadcast is brought to us here at the house. So thank you so much for keeping the lights on. And thank you so much to all the channel members for being one of us, one of us. Go back, go back, go back. Thank you so much there to all the channel members. And of course, today's super chatters so far in the tip jar. Northwest and Cake813. Much appreciated, guys. Let's get back to the news here. Back on July 8th here, a message in a bottle was launched by visitors of Newfoundland's Bell Island and was found washed up on an Irish beach nearly 13 years later after apparently, crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Kate Gray said that she was walking the Dingle Peninsula Beach this week when she spotted a wine bottle with a sheet of paper inside. And where is my cursor's over here. She said that the bottle she showed the bottles to members of the Creative Ireland Nyart say that 10 times fast, Mahari during a meeting at her house later that evening. And they broke the bottle open. The note, written by a couple named Brad and Anita, was dated September 12th, 2012. The letter described the couple's day to Bell Island. There was a phone number on the letter, but there was no answer when the group members tried to call. The Mahari's Heritage Conservation Group posted photos of the bottle on social media on Monday, and within an hour, group members were messaging with Anita. That's the power of the internet, people. The group member Martha Farrell said Anita reported that she and Brad had married, in 2016, and they were still together. The luck of the Irish, yes indeed. Good morning, Bill T. Welcome. I like this story. We got pictures here of the bottle here. Isn't this awesome? So I like how we have to make a illustrative map here of its journey across the ocean. Is this Facebook page really that screwed up? There we go. There we go, people. We got a little map here. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the goddamn. Why is Facebook so fucking slow today? No, we're not dropping frames. Anyway. See, I like this little iPhone thing here. Yeah, it went from there to there. I want to go to Nova Scotia so bad. Oh, but I watched the shore up in Ireland 13 years later. Anita and was it Brian? Was it Anita and Brian? Well, I hope you guys have a long. Yeah, Anita and Brad. So Anita and Brad, a big shout out to Anita and Brad, still married after all these years. Love is for real, people. It always happens. You've been to the Dingle Peninsula before? KK13, wow. That's awesome. Wait, hold on. I need Mrs. Babbage, please. Mrs. Babbage, I need background music, please. Oh my God, you've been to Dingle Island? You've been to that Dingle Peninsula? Looks like a beautiful place. Looks like an absolutely beautiful place in the world to wander around. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful place. Let me have we got 31 people watching, 23 likes. I appreciate that. I cannot believe how slow today is going. It's dragging on like a slow molasses. But no, yeah, Nova Scotia is beautiful. Yeah, I could imagine you had some of the best seafood in Nova Scotia. I could see that. Oh my God, Big T married 44 years. That's what I'm talking about. Hells yeah. Love is real, people. Just let it happen. And it will careen towards you when you're least expecting it. It will careen towards you like a like a tornado in the wind, if that makes any sense. Good to see you, C-Gem. Welcome. Anyway, just let it happen. Listen, folks, if you're alone right now, just let it happen. Just let it happen, all right? Are you alone right now? Are you feeling a little melancholy? Are you feeling like the worst thing in the world's happening to you right now? First of all, one thing, get this through I'm not going to say stupid head, but get this through your head. It may be bad now, but the best is yet to come. You just have to let it happen. Think positive, and positive things will happen. Guaranteed, people. Just put it out there. Don't expect anything back also. So don't put out positivity wanting, I'm gonna get it back. No. You gotta give it without expecting anything back. So just let it happen. Put the good energy out there. Be good. Listen, fake it till you make it. So just keep the smile on your face. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the rain. Enjoy the heat. Enjoy the cold. As long as you could feel it, consider yourself lucky. Remember that. There's a nice museum in Halifax, Nova Scotia, a maritime museum of the Atlantic. They have a Titanic deck chair. That's pretty cool. Good to see you, Mark Freeman, down there in Texarkana. Mark, I hope you're doing well. Weather down there in Texas, not exactly the best. It's a little scary what's going on down there in Texas. So I hope you and your family and your friends are safe there, Mark, and everyone watching in Texas. But see, positivity. People, it's kind of amazing how people claim that I'm not positive on the internet. What the fuck are they talking about? They just want to be assholes towards me with no consequences. Anyway, let's check the traffic and weather, people. 12 minutes now past the hour. It's 12:12. Make a wish. 82 degrees out here in Coney Island. Got the wind coming up from the south here. It's really fucking hot outside, so I don't feel like going outside. But the traffic here, Midtown is a mess. Fifth Avenue here, Midtown East, not looking like a fun drive right now. So do yourself a favor and take the 456 or the Q train. Bridges going into the boroughs are wide open. You got your Queensboro Bridge, your Queens Midtown Tunnel. You have your Williamsburg, Manhattan, and Brooklyn bridges all wide open, wide, easy, and breezy. And, of course, down here by the Bull, there's always a little traffic down there because people are standing in the streets. But good to see you, Lucas. Welcome. Let's continue on with some wacky stories from around the internet. Truckers spending the night in Maryland wins $50,000 lottery prize. I am convinced these are paid stories here from the lottery area. He's a happy Maryland lottery player there. He was playing American Truck Simulator in real life, people. A long-haul trucker from North Carolina spent the night in Maryland and ended up winning a $50,000 lottery prize. Clayton Webb, a long-haul truck driver who delivers in 9 states, told the Maryland lottery officials that he spent the night at the College Park Motel on the 1st of July after making some deliveries to Silver Spring. Webb visited a Wawa convenience store near his hotel and bought the double win fast play ticket from a lottery vending machine, people. Look at that. The ticket was a $50,000 winner. He said that I folded it and put it in my pocket No need to play after that anymore. Ain't that the truth? He visited the lottery headquarters the next day to collect his prize before making a 9-hour drive back to North Carolina. Webb said that the prize money will allow him to replace the engine on his riding mower, which he uses and tends to 52 acres of grass. So it's kind of like he's on a nice little plot of land there. When I'm not driving the truck, I'm on my tractor, he said. Amen. Well, like, spend that money in good health. Get that tractor fixed. This is a feel-good story right here. Who would have thunk it? A freaking... you know, if there is one place where I'm thinking they're going to put tickets that don't win, especially scratch-off tickets, it's going to be these fucking vending machines. I don't trust them, but, you know, pretty cool. Yeah, it's very hot today in Toronto there, but it's going to rain. Bring on in the rain. Used to listen to 1010 Wins, and since I've been listening, I've been giving me better information. Big T, become a member of the channel. If I could do this full time in my house, just reading the news all day, I'll do that. Anyway, yeah, vending machines. Yeah, vending machine. Vending machines might need business. Maybe they put all the winning tickets in the vending machine, thinking that people like me are going to buy them from the guy who rolls them off the roll, you know? Even though I don't really play scratch-off lottery tickets. But yeah, damn those lottery vending machines, Austin. Good to see you, Austin. Damn those lottery vending machines. What the hell? 50 grand. Hey, he better buy himself a new lawnmower. Maybe a nice little pool. He got 52 acres. If I had 52 acres, I would have like a little garden I could walk around in a circle in. And then have like a pool. And anyway. I need a nice landscape architect. That's what I need. Good to see you, Daniel Tomeo. Welcome. Yeah, vending sales must be down, people. So they fed that story into the algorithm. They fed that story into the algorithm, so, you know. But hey, listen, $1 in a dream, and as I always say, you gotta be in it to win it. Am I right, people? You gotta be in it to win it. Weather and traffic no more than 10 minutes away here in the Dutch Moz Family Networks. It's 16 minutes past the hour. It's 12:16 here in New York City. It is lunchtime, people. Let's quickly check the traffic and weather. We have a developing story here on the inbound Holland Tunnel. Looks like we have probably just traffic, people coming in to pick up their snobby-ass kids from Tribeca private schools or whatever. But downtown traffic seems to be beginning to build at this 12 o'clock hour. And, of course, Midtown's a pain in the ass, so take the train, take the ferry. No need to drive your car into town. It's hot outside with the winds coming out of the south here. 82 degrees here at the studios, but it's a real feel of like 90-something. So, yeah. Activity 79's highest prize ever won in the lottery was $5, everybody. Hey, if you won out, if you got ahead of that, hey, if you're making money on that, it's a win, right? Good to see you, Strawberry Fields. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see a snobby-ass pickup. Exactly. It is a technical term. Yeah, so that is a technical term. I think it's in the Webster's English Dictionary. Good to see you, Nova Rain. Welcome. Oh, look at this here. Well, of course, well, let's quickly. This actually just popped up just now. This just updated on the map here. Let me quickly go back to this. Mrs. Babbage, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, look at that. So we have heavy delays here on the Bruckner. What is it? The Bruckner and the Soundview Expressway here. The Bruckner here going into 135. Solid delay. This literally just popped up on the map here. I will keep tabs of that as we do the news, people. But good to see everybody. Welcome. A win. So listen, Activity 79 is a win's a win, all right? A win's a win. They can't take it away from you. It's a win is a win. Remember that. Puffy clouds over the city right here. 86 degrees from our, what is this here? Our Empire State Building camera. We might get maybe some thunderstorms later this afternoon, but I don't think we're going to get any. It's just a little bit, I think all the juice got out of the atmosphere yesterday, so. But let's continue on with the news, people. A manta ray takes flight to escape a pursuing shark in Australia. So if there's going to be any animal stories, they're going to come out of Australia, people. And we have videotape here to go to. An Australian man fishing off the coast of Queensland captured video of a manta ray, or a ray, leaping out of the water. appearing to briefly take flight to escape a hammerhead shark. Brody Sutton, whose video of the incident went viral on the Instagrams, said that he was off the coast of Cape York when he started filming the sharks at high-speed pursuit of the ray. Wow. It was like an episode of Kojak. He recorded the moment the ray jumped out of the water, flapping its fins like wings to give the shark the slip. He said that I've seen it many times, just not close to the boat, he said. He told Yahoo News there. Who the fuck listens to Yahoo News anymore? Anyway, Lawrence Cheblek, a marine biologist from the Humane World for Animals, said that the would-be prey was most likely Canounced or Morbo ray. What it's doing is breaking from its line of vision that the hammerhead shark has it on. So by quickly exiting the water, it can break that focus that the shark has. And I can tell you that the predator loses it shortly after because of it. Sutton confirmed that the ray successfully avoided becoming a meal, saying that the ray escaped under my boat. That's right. And let's go to the videotape, people. Let's go to the videotape. Good to see you there, Mr. Metalhead. Welcome. Good to see you, Nova Rain. Good to see everybody, people. Photos from around New York. Yes, Brooklyn Bridge delayed inbound. A little bit delays there. Not as bad, though, as the Bruckner Expressway, but we'll get back to the traffic in a little bit. Yahoo News, people. Oh.
Holy.
Wow. Well, we're gonna have to watch this again.
Whoa, man.
That little bad boy was fucking quick there, that little bugger. Look, yeah. I want to see that again. Wait, we got to see this again here. Look at that. Yeah, fucking nature. Fucking nature, people.
Holy.
That's right.
Whoa, man.
Went on to miss my boat. The bloody bastard been flying through the air like that, like a fucking bull, like a fucking bird. Fucking bird went flying out of the water. Look at that, people. Nature, people. Don't fucking underestimate it. That's right. Wow, mate. Anyway, the stingray survived for another day. All right, it survived for another day. Oh my goodness. Let's get some background music, Mrs. Babbage, please. Telling you, nature, Nova Rain. Nature. Holy crap! Holy crap! Good to see you, Autumn Alluring. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. If you haven't said hello, come on, say hello. Don't be shy. Come on, don't be shy. You could say hello, you know. It's a news radio talk show where I don't tell you the bad news. You can find the bad news anywhere else. Blimey. That's right, Mark. Blimey, the bloody bastard was flying through the air. Anyway, 22 minutes past the hour. Hope everyone's having a great day. As I enjoy the air conditioning here from the comfort of my house. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon or a great... Is it still morning in the West Coast? Still 9:22 in the morning in the West Coast right now. So good morning. Do you like these episodes? I mean, it's a way we can all talk. The chat is not restricted. You know, you don't have to subscribe. You can just say hello. You know, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, I love these episodes too. I'm happy the manta ray was able to escape. It's a beautiful thing. Let's go around the Earth cameras. Nice. Clouds are building in here, but I don't think it's going to rain. Like really pretty, puffy clouds here. Look at that. That's a beautiful shot from the top of the crown there. Statue of Liberty enjoying the weather. Ain't that for sure? I don't know about the people visiting the statue. Looks like we also have some jet skis in front of the statue at the moment. A little bit of comic relief on a hectic and annoying timeline. But anyway, as you see EarthCam trying to give me the advertisements now. I think I could pay for this to get rid of the ads, so I might have to do that. Put some of the more drone watch people. Curious Raven, good to see you. Good to see you, William Brooklyn. Welcome. I think we got to bring Drone Watch back, right? The Drone Patrol back. Maybe we'll bring it back. You definitely enjoyed the diversity. I appreciate that, Nova Rain. I went to school for communications, so this brings me back to my roots. Never more than 10 minutes away from weather and traffic, people. So let's quickly check on in with the weather and the traffic. Still, we got that annoying wind coming out of the south there, 82 miles an hour here, with the wind coming out of the southwest at 5 miles an hour, at least here in Coney Island. Yeah, scattered showers later tonight. I don't know if it's going to rain that much later on tonight, but we will see. We just had an incident pop up here on the map here. The Bruttner Expressway here in Mott Haven, just solid traffic. Actually, it went from the darker red to the lighter red, so that's good. Looks like we have, we still have our incident here in the in the Lincoln Tunnel here. We still have our incident here in the Lincoln Tunnel, so take the Holland Tunnel back. Brooklyn Bridge here. Let's zoom in on Brooklyn Bridge. At this point right now, we got all green. If you do catch any delays on the Brooklyn Bridge inbound to Brooklyn, it's probably because of the red light over there, or just typical volume on a Wednesday afternoon. But we could bring back evening plane watching. Yes, we could do that as well. There, photos. we haven't done plane spotting in a while, so we are definitely due to do that as well. But good to see you, Damien. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Let me get the next story here lined up. Oh boy, yes, the Bruckner's always delayed right there. There's a merger that continues from. Yeah, exactly. Photos, exactly. 54 people are in the chat. 48 likes. I appreciate that. This day is going nice and slow, like a slow molasses of syrup. And yes, hopefully the day will continue on. And don't forget, folks, tomorrow is Thursday, and that's another day. Good to see you, MK, out there in Greece. Yasu Greece. And let's continue on with the news. A Florida lifeguard rescues a struggling deer from the Atlantic Ocean. There seems to be a lot of deer stories coming out of Florida as of late, and we do have videotape here. Lifeguards at a Florida beach rescued an unusual struggling swimmer from the Atlantic Ocean, a white-tailed deer. Ooh, I've been to Flagler Beach. Flagler Beach senior lifeguard Chase Hunter and first-year lifeguard Leo Peters rushed into the waters on Sunday when the deer was spotted struggling in rough waters during a heavy rain. Hunter was able to pull the deer onto a rescue board, and then the rescuers, assisted by a Flagler Beach firefighter, safely returned the animal to shore. He said that, "I was just holding on to the deer as hard as I could. It's fighting, it's heavy, I'm tired, everybody's tired, but in my mind I was telling myself, we're getting this deer in one way or another." That's right, I appreciate that. That's a can-do spirit there that we so desperately need in these times. It's unclear how long the deer had been in the water or how far it had traveled. The deer was able to walk and was released back into the wild a short distance from the beach. Flagler Beach Fire Rescue Chief Stephen Cox said that it was the first time in 15 years that he had heard of a deer being rescued from the ocean. It's not a regular thing, people. It's not a regular thing. Yes, next time we go plane spotting, I'm going to make sure to bring my suntan lotion. Ain't that the truth? Good to see you, Susan. Welcome. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. How about that deer? You know what, Mr. Metalhead? I'll look up that story. That was a recent story as well. The deer getting stuck in the house over here. I might just fire that one up. Coming up next. But let's go to the videotape here. Deer in the water. Deer in the water. They're like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Is this like the morning news here? This is probably like the happy story of the day.
Spoke with a couple of lifeguards, and
two
they
lifeguards.
told me they train for all sorts of different
They train
scenarios,
for all this crazy shit.
This was one that somehow never came up in training.
Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a deer getting pulled out of the water by lifeguards at Flagler Beach.
We have a job to do. We save lives.
That's right.
That's
a nice mustache.
Or, in this case,
I wish I could do that. Crazy Coney Island
paddled out and heaved the deer onto his board to bring it back in. Leo Peters swam out too, helping push the board, the deer, and the rescuer back to shore.
I had never heard a deer before.
Wow.
They yell loud. And I got out there, I thought Chase was the one screaming.
I was just talking to it, just, like, it's all right, like, I'm here to help, like, calm down.
As you heard, both lifeguards are very humble, very chill about this whole thing. But this story, I will tell you, not chill at all. It starts with extremely choppy waves, making the deer hard to get to. A torrential downpour made them lose sight of the deer for a bit, and then when they got there
was also 2 sharks swimming out there the whole time.
Wow.
they made it back in. No bites from creatures born of land or sea. But the battle wasn't over. Next, they had to get the deer across A1A and out closer to the forest.
And I'm just holding on to the deer, as hard as I can. It's fighting, it's heavy, I'm tired, everybody's tired, but in my mind, I was telling myself we're getting this deer in one way or the other.
Fire rescue also showed up to assist, sending one of their own out to the water and helping get the deer to solid ground. The chief said he's been here for 15 years, and he's never heard of anything like this.
We're extremely proud of them for not only just, taking concern for life safety for the public, but also for the environment.
It was a good rescue, unique one.
The United States Life Saving Association says last year in Flagler Beach, lifeguards rescued 241 people and took 1,800 preventative actions. This year, that list will have to add one deer rescue.
One deer rescue added to it.
Because the deer was able to walk, it was okay to release back out to the wild. So that's what they did. Live in Flagler Beach, Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
Those are some awesome young men.
Those are some awesome young men. I would agree with that. Oh my God, the handlebar mustache, right? I mean, that's style right there. And yeah, exactly. The Flagler Beach family was from New York. I've been to Flagler Beach a couple of times. It's a lovely part of Florida, and I'm so happy. Big shout out to those lifeguards for going above and beyond. It's a beautiful thing, people. Good to see you there. Bonsoir, bienvenue, Neboul. Everyone follow Neboul. Fantastic live streamer from the south of France. Neboul's just been pumping out the content. I gotta say. He's been pumping out the content so great. So everyone give Neboul a big follow. Lots of more stories coming up in the next half hour of the show. We have the most expensive cheese in the world, a story about a bull, and oh boy, and another stupid Guinness World Book Records story, all coming up next. And right now, I'm gonna look up the story of the deer getting stuck in a house in New Jersey. We'll get some local news coming up here in the next half hour of the show. But good to see everyone. See, it's like I almost learned how to do this shit. They taught me it, right? Almost seems too easy. 63 people in the chat, got 55 likes. I appreciate that. Good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. Good to see you, RJ, up there in Colorado. Beautiful day. I hope you're having a beautiful day up here, people. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day, people. Yes. Did the sharks get distracted by the mustache? I could see that. I can see the sharks getting distracted by the mustache. It's a defense mechanism. It's a defense mechanism, people, and it fucking works. It fucking works. Oh my goodness. Good to see you, Ken Junge. Welcome. 32 minutes past the hour is 12:32 here in New York City. I appreciate that. This next half hour of the show is brought to us by BabiesOvernight.com, your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com, bringing you this next half hour of the show.
Thinking about having children, but worried about how it will affect you?
Are you kidding me? Have you seen what vaginas look like after birth? No way.
Babies are too much of a gamble. Who wants to risk having a baby that's slow or ugly when you can order one off of the internet? I love BabiesOvernight.com.
That's right, BabiesOvernight.com. 9 months is too long to wait for happiness. And if you aren't completely satisfied with the baby you receive, dispose of it carefully and we'll send another. Don't ruin your body for someone that's going to hate you in a few years and steal money from your purse.
I love BabiesOvernight.com.
BabiesOvernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight. Guaranteed.
BabiesOvernight.com bringing you this second half hour, right, Mrs. Babbage, of This Week on the Internet. Good to see everybody. You know, I love when the show goes perfectly fine and is going nice, but you know, good to see everyone. Hope 101 there in the Mile High City, closer to the sun. I could imagine it's brutal. Good to see I Love the 80s. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. We got some more wacky stories here coming up. We're going to go to Medford, New Jersey coming up, where a deer went into somebody's house. So we have more deer stories. And then we're going to talk about some cheese and some bulls and then another really stupid Guinness World Book record. But turn on the air conditioning, people, if you have it. That's why I'm inside. Let's quickly check. Let's quickly check the traffic and the radar, people. And we got the winds. We have the winds still coming up here from the south here, keeping it nice and warm. 87 now here at the Super Studios. And let's go over to the traffic map here, see what the hell's going on here. And yeah, it looks like here, Broadway now, right by City Hall. We're getting this darker red line here. Looks like we have some lunchtime traffic here. Inbound on the Williamsburg Bridge, of course, get the little delay there as you come on to Delancey Street there. Looks like the, oh yeah, look at this, Holland Tunnel wide open. Holland Tunnel wide open. And of course, let's go up to Lincoln Tunnel's not a fun ride. Lincoln Tunnel, nice and slow ride going in and out. Let's see, did they update the incident there? I think we did update the incident there. Yes, 12:25, they updated the incident there. We still have delays probably from an earlier incident. Do yourself a favor, take the train or the ferry or any other way than a private car. You'll thank me for it later. Rebel Radio News Time now is 35 minutes past the hour, and let's continue on with the nonsensical news. A deer crashes through a window of a home in Medford, New Jersey. So thank you so much, Mr. Metalhead, for reminding me about this story, because I saw it the other day. I saw it yesterday on the news. We have here Brian Carnes woke up to the sound of glass breaking around 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday in his Bedford, New Jersey home. He said that, "I thought somebody threw a brick in my window, and now they came in," he said. There was an intruder, all right. He said that, "I went and grabbed my phone because nobody's going to believe me on this one." The cell phone video shot by Brian shows a young buck that had crashed through his living room window. He was lying by the door, and he gets up and he starts to run around. When I look at him, he just looks confused. I have no idea. All I heard so far was glass and that he was in the house. We do not have a goat horn, and whenever it messes with me, we do have a goat horn. So whenever he messes with me, I grab his horn, and it's game over. I thought, why not grab him by the antler and pull him out through the rear door of the house and let him out in the backyard there. So let's go to the videotape here, people. Brian, you're more than welcome for the traffic updates. No more than 10 minutes apart on the show. I appreciate that, Brian. Let's go to the videotape. We're going to Action News here, the ABC affiliate in Philadelphia.
Now to the bizarre intruder that busted into a South Jersey home. It was a
He's just
wild
hanging
wake-up
out.
call when that Medford
He's just
resident
looking
came
out the window,
downstairs to find a
calm.
puck
Oh, poor baby.
right there in the living room.
That animal made himself right at home right there on the floor.
Look at the cat running around.
Failed to get his footing, per se. Action News New Jersey correspondent Trish Hartman live in Medford this afternoon. You talked to the homeowner. This is not an interview they ever could have predicted.
Right, yeah, he wasn't expecting to be on the Action News.
No, and apparently deer and hardwood floor do not get along.
Yeah,
very
about to
well.
say,
We
yeah,
all know
deer
that
can't walk on a hardwood
deer
floor.
are everywhere here in South Jersey. We were just watching a couple of them grazing in the field behind us a few minutes ago. But one
The deer
Medford
was
man
scared
woke
as
up
hell.
yesterday to
The deer
one that
was
a
scared
little
as
bit
hell.
too close for comfort, and he took it upon himself to try and get it back home. Brian Carnes woke up to the sound of glass breaking around 6 a.m. yesterday in his Medford home.
I thought that somebody threw a brick through my window, and now they came in.
There was an intruder, all right.
I want to grab my phone because nobody's going to believe this.
Yes, that's a young buck that had crashed through Brian's living room window.
He was laying by the door, and he gets up and he starts to run around.
Oh.
And when I look at him, I'm just confused. I have no idea. All I've heard so far is glass, and he's in the house.
Brian, having grown up around farm animals, started to think about
Oh, you got
how
your
he could
regular
get
deer?
the scrambling, panting
Hey, so
deer
hang out on the
out of
porch?
his house.
Nice.
We do have a goat that has a horn, and whenever he
Oh.
messes with me, I grab his horn, and that's it. It's game over. I thought, why not grab
Why
him
not
by
the
his
deer?
antler
Okay, so you grabbed-
and then pull him out the
That's a
rear
smart
door of my
move.
house and let him out into the backyard.
Yeah, come out. Come on.
And with that, the deer was free. While we
That's
don't
good
hear about
camera
deer
work.
home invasions very often.
Look at
we
him, let
spoke
him
with a
go.
wildlife expert who says situations like this are pretty common.
They see a window or a screen door
Right, it's a way to
as
get
a
away.
possible way to get away from whatever it is that they're being chased by.
Right.
Professor Gerald Huff from Rowan University says deer may see darkness on the other side of a window as an opening, and in this case, ended up trapped.
It's probably pretty stunned. It's not used to being in a residential house. And so trying to get them out, best thing you can usually do is either call your local wildlife control.
Or the professor says you can try and do what Brian did. You don't necessarily have to grab the deer by the antlers, but you can gently guide the animal
That's
to
right.
an open door to try to get it out.
Coax
Brian
it out of the
says last he
fucking
saw the deer,
house.
it made it across the street into a wooded area.
Good.
He's hoping that the deer stays there for
Good.
quite some time. We're live in Medford, New Jersey.
Yeah, they can really harm themselves
Right.
if they're
Brian is a brave
inside the
dude.
house. They can really hurt themselves when they're in the house there. But big shout out to Brian getting the deer out of the house safely without messing up too much of his stuff. But good to see you, Lucky. Welcome. I did hear the story about the guy trying to abduct a kid. You know, if you want, we could talk about that because to me, listen, the kid is fine. The video is hilarious. I'm not going to lie. But good to see you there, Lucky. And good to see you, Wilbs, driving out Northern Line. Bloody good to see you there, Wilbs, I was using bloody before. We had an Australian story there. We're talking about a story up there in Australia. But yeah, very young, right? Barely able to walk properly. Yeah, the legs just splayed out there. Yeah, but they could really hurt themselves in the house. But Mr. Metalhead had a regular deer he used to come up with there in Hudson Valley over there. They get, animals are so fucking smart. We saw a stingray fly through the air before getting away from the shark. So these animals are smart, but then sometimes they're also dumb as well. So, right? Did you see that in Crazy Coney Island Kids reels? Should I get the story up? I'm gonna get the show going here. Yeah, Lucky. Well, Monday morning quarterback. All right, how about that? Well, Monday morning quarterback. Let me see if I can look it up here. Let's see. And I've seen this guy all the time. I have seen this guy so many times in Coney. Me and the Duchess and all your favorite Coney Island people have seen this guy tons of times. Okay, I think I got the video ready to go here. Yes, I know, Iowa. Oh my goodness. Iowa coming out tomorrow on American Truck Simulator. Very excited for that. Very excited for that. And it's gonna be it's a beautiful thing, people. All right, we got the story ready to go here. I got the story ready to go. But yes, exactly. We're gonna send healing vibes to the kid. And we'll talk about. I actually talked about the attempted abduction on yesterday's live stream. So, really, Jack's got along with the deer and will want to play with them. That's awesome. Dogs and deers. Cindy has birds at her fire in her fireplace. What? You got birds in your fireplace that close the flutes. The closed flutes. Just open the patio and let them fly out. Yeah. That's good. Well, don't cook the birds in the fireplace, whatever you do. All right. So let's see. Are we gonna go to? This is Channel 7. Channel 7 coverage here of a child here. So this is kind of a serious story here. A child was an attempted abduction of a child here in Coney Island, and Granted, are you loving this? Are you loving this week on the Internet Show? Listen, it's all the news that's fit to print that I could talk about and try to make jokes of. And listen, while this is a very serious story, The kid is fine. So just to put everything into context before we watch the video, the child is there with his mom's sister. So his aunt is with him, and there's other family members and friends who were there. So when the parents, both mom and dad, went running after this guy, he was not alone. So remember that, but folks, remember that. Oh, your pup knows when it happens and alerts us. Really? Cindy, that's awesome, Cindy. That is awesome. Make sure those birds don't get into the fireplace there. But all right, so now I'm not gonna lie. This video is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. So we have here, he's gonna pick up the kid here, and then the parents say, "What the fuck?" And look, me and the Duchess have seen this guy, I don't know how many thousands of times over the many, many years. Even before we lived out here, I have seen this guy in the neighborhood. Crazy Coney Island kid. Anybody you know who you see on the live stream, who works here or comes down here to Coney Island all the time, we have seen this guy before. We have seen this guy many a time. So he just picks up by the way, this is at 10 o'clock on Sunday night. 10 o'clock on Sunday night. And so 10 o'clock Sunday night, it's not empty. There's still a lot of people around. Granted, stuff is beginning to close, but there is still a lot of shit going on, a lot of shit that's open, and a lot of people. The corner of Surf Avenue and Stillwell, we were there for the hot dog eating contest. There's a lot of people around, a lot of police officers there. You really can't do anything. But exactly, Strawberry, that's very well said. It is kind of scary how fast this all takes place. I mean, this happens pretty fast. So he's going to pick up the kid. And then they're going to be like, yo, what the fuck? And then I don't know. It's kind of wacky. I'm not going to lie. The kid is fine. Granted, he just tossed the kid, but there he goes. Wow, 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 wow. What? It's like, I'm sorry. I know I'm going to go to hell for this. But it's just the way he runs is just so fucking funny. It's just like, wow, 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 wow. Anyway. That's true. Always have your kids next to you. The kid, as you see, the kid was hanging out there for the July weekend. And, but see, again, the kid was not alone. And see, his aunt, he has other family members there. But, I mean, when you're just standing around in front of Nathan's, this kind of thing could spring up like that, even if you're completely surrounded by your friends. You know, so he tosses the kid away like it's nothing. That's the kind of scary part. So who knows what he would have done? This is she sells shoes out of her van, everyone. But anyway, the kid is fine. I just find it funny the way he ran away. The way he ran away, which is kind of funny. He's like, wow, 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 wow. Anyway. Oh, people. The kid was fine. Everybody was fine. And the party still goes on here in Coney Island regardless. So remember to, always be aware of your surroundings and always keep your children close to you and keep them in front of you. And yes, just always be aware of your surroundings. That's really all we could do. That's really all we could do as humans. But, you know, as long as the kid is perfectly fine, that's all that matters. So the kid is fine. But the way he runs away is just so funny. 71 people in the chat. We got 64 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. That'll be fantastic. As this day drags on like a slow molasses coming out of a honey jar. But it is good to be aware to be alive. And by the way, Nova Rain, if you've never seen it before, random thought, one of my favorite things to watch here on YouTube is a film from the 1964-1965 World's Fair called To Be Alive. It's literally living a whole life story in 12 minutes. It's a great little story that gets you kind of motivated to be alive. And yes, as to be alive, you have to always be aware of said surroundings, especially when it comes to children. Good to see you, Quacky Snacks. Welcome. You carry a heavy bag at all times so you can sock people in. I got a heavy bag too, yes. Me too, Strawberry. Hold, I got props. Me too. I have a heavy bag too, people. I have a heavy bag too. I'm gonna swing this at you. Don't get on my bad side, people. Don't get on my bad side. But Quacky Snacks. Good to see you, Quacky Snacks. Good to see everybody. We're just flying through this show here. It's amazing how fast an hour of time could fly by. Cruising for a Bluesing. You love your Long Island. Good to see you there, cruising for a Bluesing. Beautiful day here on Long Island with the wind coming out of the south, but it's kind of warm. 86 degrees now. We've gone up about 4 degrees since we have started the show. So if you go outside, make sure to have the air quality is not the best too. We're at an M3 right now on all 3 scales. So please keep that in mind if you have any respiratory issues or anything like that. Ashley Laurel, good to see you. You're enjoying the show, Ashley. Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name at Dutch Moz. Cruising for a Bluesing says that living 3,000 miles away is hard. That's why I'm here live streaming for you, Cruising for a Bluesing. That's why I am here. Cruising for a Bluesing, that's my job, to make you feel jealous. But I'm here to entertain all of you guys. But let's quickly, never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather as we look at the weather radar here. Yeah, it's a hot day here in New York City. And that's why I'm inside, not walking around on the live stream. Let's go to the traffic radar. And looks like our delays here in Midtown are building here. Madison Avenue here in the 30s and the 40s. Solid ride, a little bit northbound delays here. These are probably volume delays just north of the United Nations. Southbound delays as well from the low 90s all the way into Midtown. And Bruntner Expressway looks like it's clearing out ever so slightly, but I'm assuming as we go up here, yes, this is your solid ride right now at 12:50 here in the afternoon. Westbound on the Cross Bronx Expressway. This is not a fun ride. Robert Moses will be proud of everyone stuck in traffic right now, making their way all the way over to the George Washington Bridge. Got a few delays here happening on the George Washington Bridge here. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this was updated about 25 minutes ago. We got delays on the lower level westbound. And also, I believe also eastbound. Yes, upper level on the eastbound there, right? All eastbound lanes are dealing with traffic delays. And then, of course, we have a little bit of delays coming in from Inwood. But the Lincoln Tunnel you want to skip. Do yourself a favor and take the Holland Tunnel. It's a much better ride on this Wednesday afternoon. Good to see you. Last night's thunderstorms were intense. Yeah, they were really intense last night. It was a little bit scary yesterday. Lori Lou, you're back. Your husband called and your husband and mom called, so you're back for the craziness. I appreciate that, Lori Lou. Good to see you, Ashley. I appreciate that you subscribe. Much, much, much appreciated, Ashley. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the family. More exciting adventures to come here in New York City. When I'm inside the house or when I'm outside of the house, I try to do my best to entertain you. And today, we're doing our weird news stories, so because I'm inside enjoying the air conditioning. But let's get back to the news, people. World's most expensive cheese sells for $42,232. Who the fuck is buying this shit? Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Welcome. Look at this ugly thing. Mejor Cabrese. What the hell is this? What the hell is this here? Cabrales cheese aged in a cave for 10 months recently received top marks in a competition in España and earned the Guinness World Book record when it was auctioned for $42,232. The cheese created by Angel Diaz Herrero, and that cheese factory by said name, was sold by the regulatory council DOP Cabrales in Asturias, Spain, and was purchased by the restaurant El Lugar El Coto. The Guinness World Book Record declared that the dairy delicacy to be the most expensive cheese sold at auction. The cheese hit the auction block after the regulatory council named it Mejor Queso del Carmen, or the best cheese of the competition. The pricey cheese, weighing in at 5 pounds, was made with cow's milk and aged for 10 months in Los Mazos Cave, which is nearly 5,000 feet above sea level. So the most expensive piece of cheese, it costs more. That's actually about how much I made last year. That's my yearly salary, pretty much, $42,000. I'm gonna, you know what, me and you, Mark, we're gonna suffer with 99-cent cheese And you know what, Mark? We'll be perfectly happy with it. Listen, if it tastes good, if we could put it in a sandwich, that's really all that matters. That's really all that matters. But right, here's a thought. Let's just let some cheese sit out all day. Right, I put it underneath my bed. I'm gonna put the cheese underneath my bed, and it's green, and I don't know if I want that. It probably smells to high hell. You love cheese there, Lori Lou? Me too. I'm glad you're enjoying the content there, Cindy. Right, I bet you could find more expensive cheese at Elrin stores. There you go. At least I can afford I can spend my whole yearly budget on that piece of cheese right there. I can spend everything I make, all these hours I do on the internet and doing bicycle tours and walking tours, just to buy a 5-pound block of cheese. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, Kirkland's good enough for you, right? Is Kirkland good enough for you? That's a Costco cheese, right? A Costco cheese, Kirkland. Well, $42,232. Bloody hell. Let's see here. I'm firing up some more stories for you guys. Oh, that's another one of those stories? Wow. You have another one of these stories. Wow, another one. I just found 2 stories that are very similar to the last episode of This Week on the Internet, but they're new stories. Anyway, more stories and more nonsense coming up in the next hour of the show as I get more stories for y'all. And let's see, am I all caught up here? Yes, I am. All right. You can buy a car or a house for $42,000. It's true. This music is very 70s. It was composed in 1973, 1974, and it's the first 2 seasons of the new Price is Right. And this music was all created by Ed Kaloff, who also did the theme for Double Dare, amongst many other TV shows like Concentration and stuff like that. But yeah, Kirkland's the Costco brand, right? That the flagship? Is that the flagship? Kirkland is the flagship of Costco, everyone. But don't forget, people, you're never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather. And let's quickly check the traffic map here. There it is. Whoopsie, now you know my trick. Midtown not looking like a fun place to drive at the moment. And yes, the price is, hold on. You want, no, this is, when the price is wrong, you hear this. Right? That's right. When the price is wrong, that's what you hear, people. But don't drive, people, or you will get the sad horns too. So take the train or the bus. The delays here along Delancey Street are beginning to build here, going into the Village here and across Soho. Outbound delays, because it's about coming up at 1 o'clock now. Outbound delays here. It's almost a solid ride going into the Holland Tunnel. It's all volume. Also, we have inbound delays here on the Hugh Carey Tunnel that everybody calls the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Brooklyn Battery Tunnel here. Solid ride going into the World Trade Center area. And I have a feeling we're going to be looking at this get slower and slower and slower. The BQE here in downtown Brooklyn. Queens-bound traffic here right at Manhattan Bridge. And then Staten Island-bound traffic coming the same way. So delays. These are all volume delays here. Solid ride coming up and over coming over the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel here. And, of course, the Gowanus, 3rd Avenue, a solid ride from the 30s into the 40s. And, yeah, it's to take the train, people. There's like 3 different train lines that go along that way, all right? As we look at the weather radar here, and we got our winds coming out of the south here. 86 degrees, feels like 93 outside the window right now. And, yeah, oh, my goodness. Wait, are we really at the end of the first hour? Holy shit, we're at the end of the first hour already. Oh, my goodness. Just like that. But, yeah, that's your sound bank. They're going to raise Con Ed rates again, Strawberry. How messed up is that? They're going to raise the Con Ed rates again. That's not cool. It's a monopoly, people. That's not fair. So save your nickels, dimes, and pennies because the power man's coming. You know, you would think with all this money they're getting, they're making record profits. And isn't it like when a company makes record profits, they shouldn't raise prices? Like, do the CEOs really have to take out that much money? I mean, what the fuck? There are con men. Yes, I agree. But hey, if I didn't have Con Edison power, I wouldn't be able to do this show. Puffy clouds over Midtown Manhattan right now. 86 degrees here from the Empire State Building camera. It's a beautiful day. It's just really fucking hot. Those big puffy clouds passing over the city right now. Statue of Liberty camera, torch camera, people baking on the boat to get a good picture. But hey, it's New York City in the summertime, so that's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, everything's going up, man. Everything's going up. The dollar's getting weaker. I get less work. I gotta say, this is the first time my work's been down since COVID. I gotta go harder. I gotta go harder on this internet. I gotta go harder. Isn't this is torch cam you're looking at, Lori Lou? So we're at the top of the torch of the Statue of Liberty. Good to see you, e-bike Mike. Welcome. Mike, I hope you had some great rides in. It's been good weather for riding. I mean, if you're on an e-bike, it's the best weather for riding. That's the thing I love about the e-bike. You don't sweat, right? Just above the poverty line, Brian. Hells yeah. To all my people, all my friends on the struggle. Hells yeah. Listen, we're just going to keep on keeping it real and doing what we want to do. It's a beautiful day here in Coney. There it is. There's the window. There's a picture window shot out the window here. And just like that, an hour of your lives gone forever. I guess, let's see here. Let's do that. All right. It's the top of the hour. Are we having fun yet? What does a firefighter finding an alligator... let's see here. 4 bears breaking into a house, and a bull, and a very weird Guinness World Book Record story all have in common? Well, they're on this exciting hour of This Week on the Internet. This Week on the Internet, brought to us by the Vitagix pill. The Vitagix, so what you doing to me pill? Park's famous flavor, delicious sausages. Summon a demon sausage baby today. Grab some Park's famous flavors sausages today. Ice cold Schaefer beer. For people who like having fun, for people who like having more than one. Schaefer's one beer to have when you're having more than one. Ice cold 7-Up. 7-Up your thirst away with 7-Up because 7-Up is all action. And of course, babiesovernight.com, your new bundle of joy in a box, overnight guaranteed. Babiesovernight.com bring you this second hour of This Week on the Internet. Hey guys. E-Bike Mike in the pool. Hells yeah, E-Bike Mike. Enjoy the pool. E-Bike Mike has a beautiful pool in his backyard, I have to say. Enjoy the pool. Maybe get some sausages. I don't know, people. Today's the kind of day just to stay inside and do nothing. Grab yourself a cold beer. Avoid the traffic. Take a nap if you can. But listen, if you're working, especially if you're working outside, hang in there. The day's almost done. I know it's hot outside, but you could do this. You got this. Just make it through a couple of more hours, and then we'll get back inside, hopefully, in the air conditioning. And if you don't have air conditioning, just put a lot of cold water on your forehead, and you'll be perfectly fine. JW3 doing some cardio and then grabbing a couple of beers. That's what I'm talking about. JW3, enjoy. Yeah, after the next ride, I think I'm going to take a dip. I think I'm going to take you up on that. That'd be pretty cool. Lori Lou's having a drink with us. That's a beautiful thing. If you're having lunch, I hope you're enjoying lunch. Or are you having dinner? Are you out there in Europe? Then hopefully enjoy some dinner. On this puffy, cloudy, and hot day here in New York City. Welcome, everybody. That's where I am. I'm in Coney Island. My name is Dutch Mars. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Does it make you peppy? That's my job. The Wonder Wheel spinning where people are grabbing children. Don't worry. By the way, the chef of chaos, we call him the chef of chaos. He had that whole black outfit, the chef's hat on. He's arrested already. Don't worry about that. But anyway, the chef of chaos in jail on this hot day here in New York City. And don't forget, people, you are never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather. So let's check the traffic radar really quick here. Just updated. Looks like we have solid outbound delays here on the Holland Tunnel. And yeah, the Lincoln Tunnel's been a mess all day, but it looks like those incidents have officially been taken off the map. Now you just got some residual delays there. Let's see here, the FDR Drive up here in the Upper East Side. A little bit of slow ride, probably some volume up there. The Bruckner beginning to ease out, but then I think that these are just all volume delays here. Starting to check on in there for the afternoon. And of course, solid ride westbound on the Cross Bronx Expressway going towards the GWB. Not a great day to ride across the Bronx. Listen, the Cross Bronx Expressway, it always has traffic. So just get that. And a similar highway to the Cross Bronx, of course, the Gowanus Expressway. Solid ride going south from the downtown Brooklyn area down towards Bay Ridge, Sunset Park area, where Puff Daddy is. So when you're stuck in traffic at 39th Street, wave over to one of the first buildings along Industry City, and that's where the old Puff Daddy is, and say, hey, he's in that building, while you're stuck in traffic. Let's check the weather radar here, and we got the wind still coming out of the south here, and 86 degrees with a real feel of like 93. I am a jack of all trades. I try to entertain you guys the best way I can using the tools at my disposal. But we do have some more stories here, courtesy of United Press International. Boy, we have a firefighter and alligator story coming up, people. Yeah, not a good day to wear baby oil. Not a good day to wear baby oil. Keep that in mind, people, when you're waving to Puff Daddy as you're stuck in traffic on the Gowanus Expressway. But let's continue on with the news. A firefighter finds an alligator wandering in traffic in South Carolina. Okay, so we got... Thanks for subscribing, Sharon. We got an alligator here. Look at this guy. He's just hanging out. Look at this. He's like, yo, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want from me over here? Fire crews in South Carolina were returning from a call when they came across a new situation, an alligator in traffic. The Horry County Fire Rescue said that they were returning from a medical call when they found the small alligator wandering through Old Reeves Ferry Road. The firefighters redirected traffic away from the reptile while waiting for the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources personnel to arrive. The alligator was safely relocated to a suitable area. I'm happy that the alligator made it out fine. He's just hanging out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's just hanging out. He's a little guy, too. He's a little alligator, a little baby alligator. The kind of alligator you just want to take home, right? Let him grow big and gigantic in your bathtub, nice, right? That's all you need to do. People. That's all you need to do. Just let the alligator be, and it'll be perfectly fine. But at least they got it out of the hot road. Big shout out to those firefighters from Horry County, North Carolina. Thanks for saving the day. I see you later, alligator. That's right. They got these alligators here, you know. I tell you. Let's see here. What else we have here on the newsreel today here? Oh, a Spanish woman earns the world record, the Guinness World Book record, for her collection of 15,485 egg cups. What kind of stupid shit is this? Look at this shit. She's a hoarder. People. She's hoarding stuff. Egg cups. What kind of... Are you smoking crack? Are you freebasing? Anyway, a Spanish woman who has been collecting egg cups for over 50 years. It's hoarding, people. Has earned a Guinness World Book record when her collection was tallied at 15,485 items. Maria Jose Fuster recruited 2 witnesses to help her tally her collection at the community center of her hometown in Campo, Spain. Fuller's collection included multiple patterns, colors, designs, and even novelty cups bearing the images of characters including Spider-Man, Betty Boop, and Garfield. Fuster maintains 2 blogs related to her hobby and 1 to catalog each piece, and each one to the list of names of people who have donated eggs to her egg cups to her collection. Some of her most prized egg cups, about 1,143 of them, are currently on display at a local museum. Bloody hell. Okay, so listen, people, if you have a dream, you can make it happen. Just collect lots of nonsensical stuff. She obviously has never lived in a New York City apartment. Are you done with society, Lori Lou? Lori Lou, I checked out a long time ago, Lori. When the 90s finished, I checked out of society too myself. So that's why I'm here on it. Somebody told her to get a hobby. And this is the result, people, right here. Over 15,000 egg. I didn't know egg cups were this much of a thing. I had no idea that egg cups were this I guess important. I mean, I don't know. It's exciting. It's exciting, people. But congratulations to Maria Jose Fuster for capturing her Guinness World Book record. No doubt that will be up for many, many years until another hoarder comes forward. Well, they just make up this shit. You know that? They like Mark like the Gecko said, like Mark, is his name Mark Gecko? Like the guy from Wall Street said, they pull the rabbit out of the hat. You know, everyone's like, how the fuck you did that? All you gotta do is just pull the rabbit out of the hat. And that rabbit could be anything, including over 15,000 egg cups. Right? Maybe it's a hyperfixation. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think the Guinness World Book Records is desperate. I think they are. I don't know. I think they are desperate. I think they're doing shit for the sake of doing shit at this point. Anyway, these are the stories that keep us alive, people. If you've heard of anything, by the way, if you've heard of some nice, not scary stories, but if you know some stories that you want me to talk about and react to, let me know in the chat. Please feel free. Mr. Metalhead did it in the previous hour. We talked about the deer getting stuck in a New Jersey house. So, say, did you hear about this story? And I'll look it up. So, participation from the audience is paramount in these kind of discussions and shows that we have. But coming up next, we have 4 bears breaking into a Connecticut home. We have a bull that was wrangled after 5 days in Colorado. An Australian flight delayed by a snake on a plane. And a deer spotted with a bird feeder on his antlers. All coming up next in the next few minutes here in the second hour of This Week on the Internet. Rebel Radio time now is 1:11. 11 minutes past the hour here. Does this music give you life? Me too. You're never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather, people. 87 degrees outside the window right now with the wind coming out of the south. It's a hot day here in New York City. Not pleasant to be out. But of course, checking our traffic radar here. The Gowanus Prospect Expressway merge beginning to build with traffic here. Not a fun ride. Going straight up. Look at this. Straight up now through Carroll Garden. Solid ride. This is all volume. So the kids are beginning to get out of school now. And yeah, traffic volume delays. But look at this. Clear ride from downtown Brooklyn going all the way up to Greenpoint here along the BQE. And let's check yeah, look at this. LaGuardia Airport, pretty decent ride getting into LaGuardia right now. A little bit of traffic delays. This volume here along the Van Wyck here, and then clear and easy ride into JFK. That's not bad. But of course, Lincoln Tunnel, not a fun ride. So take the Holland if you can. And checking in from the Upper West Side here. It is hot as hell up here. And this is why I'm inside, Ange. This is why I am inside doing the news. But everyone check out Yo Ange. Follow Ange and Joe on their coffee-fueled adventures around New York City and beyond. Everyone check out your Ange. Ange was wandering around the heat earlier as well. I have opted to stay inside, Ange. I have opted to stay inside. And maybe later on today I'm going to go outside, but it is hot as hell. It is hot as hell. 87 degrees out the window here. This is from Kingsborough Community College, which is literally on the other side of the peninsula. We call it an island, but it's really a peninsula. But and air quality is not the best. We're holding at an M3. Just to put it in perspective, M5 is the worst air quality that we could get here in New York City. So it's an M3, so not the best. Yeah, just got back from your walk? Yeah. Dry off, cool down, grab yourself a cool beverage, as they say in France. And, oh, by the way, day 5 of Tour de France. Lots of crashes. The other day, the green jersey got into a really bad crash. So watch that live. And yeah, I forgot to watch my Tour de France this morning. That was probably because I'm sleeping. This is great, right? Catherine Drew, good to see you. Catherine Drew is dog sitting, chilling, making money while doing absolutely nothing. You love this. That's a beautiful thing there. Enjoy the time dog sitting and chilling in the air conditioning. It's a beautiful thing, Catherine. Make that money. Gotta make that paper. Because it's all about that paper. I forgot who said that. That's a good song. 86 degrees here as the clouds build over the city. And yeah, it's a hot and humid day. Rebel Radio News time now. 14 minutes past the hour. It's 1:14 here in New York City. Let's continue on with the news. 4 bears break into a Connecticut home to steal food. Because that's what fucking bears do, people. Oh, look at that. How can you say no to that face? How can anyone say no to that face? That's a happy little guy right there. Anyway, wildlife officials in Connecticut said a mother bear and her 4 cubs broke into a home and raided the pantry and left before the police arrived. They got the food, then they got out of there because the fucking bears are smart, people. The Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection said that the 4 bears entered the home on Barndoor Hills Road in Granby on Saturday by breaking through a screen door into the basement. Encon police were summoned to the home but arrived to find the bears have already left after stealing the food. Authorities said the residents were inside at the house at the time of the incident, but they escaped the home uninjured. Police searched the area but were unable to locate the family of bears. They stole all the honey and they got out of there. Good to see you there, Mark. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. How can you say no to that? Yeah, a bear and 4 cubs. Listen, well, you know there's fertility drugs in the water now, right? They saw the price of cheese, people. But anyway, you can't say no to a happy bear like that, all right, people? The bear is perfectly happy. But they had the munchies. Who knows, people? Good to see you, Jolie. Welcome. Your local 69 News, WFMZ, recorded a sheep walking along your busy bypass. Oh, man, I'm going to have to look this up here. Hold on. Thank you so much, Jolie. Let's see here. WFMZ. And then we're going to just write in sheep. Yes. There we go. We got it. Got it. Got it. We're going to the videotape. Thank you so much there. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is 2 days ago. Dude, we got some fresh news happening here. This is good. All right, that's coming up next, Jolie. You got it, kid. See, I guess this is like the radio show now, but we just do news stories now. Let's see here. There were bears on a beach in Florida when we relocated vacation there. All your life in Colorado, the first time you see a bear in the wild is on the beach in Florida. That's hilarious. VJ Lopez. VJ Lopez, good to see you. Yes, the police used a $43,000 piece of cheese to bait the bear back and the family. Oh my goodness, people. Good to see you there, Nina. Welcome. I hope you're having a great afternoon. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon on this Wednesday afternoon as this day drags on like a slow molasses of honey coming out of a tube. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow is Thursday. That's another day of the week, getting us one more day closer to the week. And don't forget, oh my God, big news, breaking news, next month is August. Even though we're not even double digits, right? It's just January 9th. I mean, July 9th. I've already talked. It's January 9th, people. It's cold outside. Rebel Radio News time now is 18 minutes past the hour. It's 18 minutes past the hour. It's 1:18 here in New York City. You're more than welcome for the laughs. 81 likes, 62 people watching. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's continue on with the news. And Jolie, this one's for you. A sheep was seen strolling along the West Shore bypass near Reading. All right, so here we have WFMZ here reporting the sheep roaming on a bypass. Video shared with 6/9 News shows a sheep taking a stroll along the West Shore bypass near Reading. We're told that it was taken this afternoon near the Lancaster Avenue exit. There's no word on the sheep. There's no word on where the sheep came from or where it went. Police checked the area and said that they didn't see any sheep. Bah. Animal Rescue League of Berks County had no reports of this incident. It was a mirage. But let's go to the videotape, people. Let's go to the... Oh, you're going to make me watch a fucking ad? Are you kidding me? I don't use Adobe Photoshop, so I don't recommend it either. Don't need to pay a monthly fee for a lot of the shit you don't use anyway. I don't recommend it. It's just like that, people. I know 5 months till Christmas, everyone, so Merry Christmas. Here it is, people. The sheep is causing traffic as it roams the bypass here. The sheep is making traffic crazy. He got the coolest stroll going. God bless this sheep. He just gotta get where he needs to go. That sheep's not gonna be part of Christmas dinner in 5 months. That's for sure. He's out of here. Yeah. Shout out to Gregory Metisik. Shout out to Gregory Metisik for taking this video here. And thank you so much, Jolie, for bringing us this attention to the... She's like, well, there's deer out, there's animals outside. But yes, so the sheep was there just roaming the bypass there, living its best life it could. Luckily, the sheep was probably fine, and it's not going to be part of Christmas dinner in 5 months. Breaking news, everybody. What? Are we in Washington? Is this Washington State, right? This is Washington? Shout out to 6/9 News, everybody. The sheep does need a haircut, right? Make a nice sweater out of that sheep, right? All right, at least it was walking against traffic. I mean, it was in the shoulder. It was in the safety lane. It was in the breakdown lane, so it was perfectly fine. But you know, that sheep one day hopefully will provide many nice warm winters. As it's right, long-haired sheep, right? It was a shearing day. I had to get out of there. The shearing day, you just had to get out of there, people. But I'm happy that the sheep was fine. I'm happy the sheep was fine, people. It's not going to end up on somebody's dinner plate, so that's a good thing. Okay, Berks County, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much, Jolie. I don't know why I thought it was... I thought Reading, Pennsylvania. That's right. I thought it was Reading, Washington. Haven't started drinking yet, Jolie. Haven't started drinking yet. Let's go around the Earth cameras. Clouds are building in here. 86 degrees here in New York City. Little clouds bubbling up here on this hot day here. They're pretty clouds, though, I tell you that much. Pretty clouds. Look at that. Wow. It is a nice... It's a hot day, but it's a nice day here in New York. My live stream equipment won't like it, but hey, the sheep was waiting for an Uber. That's right. The sheep was definitely waiting for an Uber. Did I upset? I think I upset the Earth cameras. I did. I upset the Earth cameras. Whoops. Anyway, as we have more stories here, we're just flying through time here. It's amazing. Let me get some more stories up here. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. And that's a good one. Okay. We got some good ones here. We got some good ones. We got some really funny ones coming up. All right. I hope everyone's having a great afternoon. We have our guaranteed 30 people tuning in and out. That's awesome. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Usually when I'm outside, there's like 30 people who tune in and out. Thank you, analytics, for letting me know. More exciting stories. Oh, we have a humdinger of a story coming up next. 23 minutes coming up on 24 minutes past the hour. It's 1:23 here in New York City. And let's quickly, you're never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather. We got those winds still coming out of the south. They're 80. We dropped out. Let's see. Are we back? Are we back? We just had an earthquake. We just had an earthquake. All right, we just had an earthquake. I gotta rename the stream Animals Behaving Badly. We are back, it looks like. We are back. We just had an earthquake. We did not have an earthquake, but we... This signal just dropped out for us because we're out here on the west end of Coney Island here. But we're back. We're back. Look at that. I just saw an alert I've never seen before, but I know I have it. I just seen an alert on the computer here that I've never seen before. They updated something on OBS. We're back. Okay, we're back. We just had an earthquake. Anyway, let's continue on with the traffic and the weather here. But anyway, not a fun ride here in Midtown West here. Lincoln Tunnel, solid delays here, inbound and outbound. Outbound delays here on the Holland Tunnels, all volume here. The snobby kids have all been picked up from their West Village and Tribeca schools, and they're making their way out to the suburbs of the Garden State of New Jersey. It's not weird, Cindy. You know, the connection here at the house, it drops out all the time. So, but there's an alert that I get now that I've never seen. Oh, no audio. If you don't have audio, reboot the stream here. Let me make sure I'm going out. Oh, yeah. What alert did I get now? Oh, I see here. You're good. Hold on. If you don't have audio, let me make sure I'm going out. Yeah, reboot the stream. Reboot the stream if you're having any issues with audio. I had to do it on my phone myself. I had to do it on my own phone myself. But we seem to be back now. We seem to be back now. We'll do the traffic and weather report one more time here. We look around the map here. Mark Freeman's here. You got me, Mark? Volume delays here going through the Queens Midtown Tunnel, and Midtown looks like a whole clusterfuck of traffic. Do yourself a favor and take the train, if you could handle the train. Rebel Radio News time now, 27 minutes past the hour. We're waiting to see if we get everybody back here. I think we're good, though. I think we're good now. Loud and clear, Quacky. That's yeah. I had to reboot my own phone here. So, yeah, refresh the page to get the audio back. Happened to you, just went out. Yep, we refreshed Jolie. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for refreshing everybody. Everybody who's refreshing, I'll take a sip of my refresher. Hold on. I have here the berry. What's this here? The berry refresher. This is not the strawberry refresher. This is the other refresher, brought to us by Dunkin' Donuts. And yeah, no, it's not you, Cindy. The connection here at the house went down for about 3 seconds. I saw an alert, and you know, Mrs. Babbage, give me a few minutes to let people to come back in here. Give me a few minutes to let people come back in here. Ah, yeah. We got 35 people in the chat. No strawberry refresher. This is the berry refresher. It's the darker one. It's the darker one. So we're having the other refresher right now. It's really good. No alcohol in it. But a little spot of tea. Little spot of green tea there. Isn't it amazing? We've just done 90 minutes of this show. It feels like I just started. But we got 41 people in the chat. Bienvenue. Good to see you, Michael Franco. Way pa Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos, Michael Franco. Let's go around the Earth cameras here. 86 degrees here in New York City. Nice and warm. As the clouds build, but I don't think there's going to be any rain here in New York City. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, your audio is fine now. Yeah, it was the dropping out. I had to reboot my own device here. I had to reboot my phone here myself, so the audio was chopping. But it looks like we're back, and everybody who wants to show is back, so that's a good thing. Restream appears to think I ended the stream and restarted it. But I just saw an alert I've never seen before in the computer. So that's pretty cool. All my shit works. That's all I have to worry about. All my shit works. Coming up on the next half hour of the show, we have a story about mozzarella cheese, dinosaurs, another bear story, another bull story, a bull story. Oh yeah, we got snakes on a plane, and a deer with a bird feeder on its antlers in Ohio. All that coming up on the next half hour of the show. Rebel Radio News time now is 30 minutes past the hour. It's 1:30 here in New York City. Let's continue on with the news. A crash covers an interstate in boxes of mozzarella cheese. Oh my goodness, people. Very scary story. Hopefully everyone came out fine. Look at all that cheese. Holy cow. Got a lot of mozzarella cheese there. Firefighters were called to the stretch of interstate in Pennsylvania after a crash involving 3 tractor trailers resulted in mozzarella cheese being spilled across a 200-yard area. That's a big area. The Snowshoe Fire Company said on social media that the Pennsylvania State Police were notified Clearfield County that a crash had occurred at mile marker 145 on eastbound Interstate 180. Leaving a debris field covering an area of about 200 yards. The firefighters arrived on scene and determined that one of the trucks had been hauling boxes of shredded mozzarella cheese and was split wide open with debris all over the roadway. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation had the area of interstate shut down for a proper cleanup operation. And fire officials determined that no hazmat response was needed. But all that cheese will be heading to the landfill as the load was deemed unsalvageable due to being unrefrigerated for hours. So all that cheese, we got $43,000 in cheese all over the fucking road over here. It's unfucking believable. No squeegee stir. Oh, did you see that Quacky Snacks? Awesome. Oh my goodness, people. Look at all that. You could take that cheese home. Right? Quick, get some pepperoni. Right? You can make a lot of pizzas with all that cheese. Bloody hell. 200 yards of cheese all over. Why did it have to block out the truck's name? Yo, let the trucker be in shame of his bad driving. Or maybe he wasn't a bad driver. Maybe he got caught up in it. As long as the drivers are safe. But, these things happen. These things may not just happen in American Truck Simulator when you're playing the game, but they do happen in real life all the time. And thanks to our truck drivers of America, like Guy Heyman, friend of the channel, they keep this country going. And me And I'm sure all of you guys are forever in debt to all these truck drivers, keeping our food and our bellies filled and our food delivered and our packages delivered and everything delivered. So, yes, it was an overturned rig here in Pennsylvania. It was carrying 500 pigs. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the wasting of food is sad. I mean, I think somebody could have just gone out there quick and salvaged some of it. But hey, these things happen. But I'm happy to report that the drivers affected are safe. Yeah, we got to call up bonehead truckers. Shame on the mess. Shame on the mess there. He got caught up in the comedian there. By the way, follow Bonehead Truckers, one of my favorite channels, showing all the wacky trucking mishaps. So let me see here. I want to find this story now. 500 pigs. Let's see if I can find this story here. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, my God, it's a sad story. It's a sad story. Oh, man. That's a sad story. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I guess we're going to go back. Was it near the mozzarella debacle? A truck carrying over 300 pigs crashed in Juantic County. Unfortunately, some of the pigs were killed. Large truck hauling pigs overturned and shut down the road for many hours on Monday morning. And according to Mifflintown Hose Company, around 8:45 in the morning, it slided off the roadway there. Wow, 500 pigs on board. Pigs were everywhere. Truck crews tried to wrangle as many as they could, but unfortunately, several pigs were killed in the crash. Luckily, the driver was not hurt. And this was a bad accident here. This was a pretty bad accident here. Wow. Sad story. But not that far from the mozzarella cheese, so. Wow. Yeah, we'll get back to happy. We got a happy story here coming up. So, but yes, amen to all the truck drivers who keep our bellies fed and this whole country and this whole world going. Truck drivers from around the world, unite. A sad day, a sad bacon, yes indeed. Oh, we lost our Midtown camera here, it looks like. Uh-oh. Ooh. What's going on with the Midtown camera? We're either zoomed into clouds. Yeah, we are. We're zoomed into clouds. Good to see you, Ann F. Welcome. Got nervous there. I'm like, is there a gigantic fire going on in Midtown? Listen, if it happens during the show. But yeah, rest in peace to the piggies. But I'm happy the truck driver made it out safe. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. So, see, I could find if you know any happy stories, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, somebody was falling asleep on the job. Maybe. I mean, you never know. Multitude of things could happen when you're driving the truck, so you never know what's going to happen. 36 minutes past the hour, and you're never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather. Let's check the weather radar here with the wind still coming out of the south here. Very light showers dissipating just to the west of Middletown, New York there. 87 degrees here at the Super Studios with a real feel of 94. And it's a nice hot day here in New York City. Let's check the traffic radar here. We just had an incident pop up right here by the Wegmans here in downtown Brooklyn here. We got a crash eastbound near Gold Street. So two right lanes of 3 lanes of traffic are blocked there. So we're going to have some solid delays going in towards downtown Brooklyn. Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge wide open. Looks like our Brooklyn Battery Tunnel here. Nice ride coming into Brooklyn, going out of Brooklyn as well, going into Manhattan. Solid ride along the BQE from downtown Brooklyn, going all the way down towards the Gowanus. Southbound on the Gowanus, solid ride here. We also have some traffic going on along the Van Wyck here, going into JFK Airport. And let's see here. Yeah, of course, Lincoln Tunnel still a slow ride, and outbound here on the Holland Tunnel still got some traffic delays. So just take the time, take the ferry or the train. Save yourself a lot of aggravation. Luis Enrique, boa tarde, Brazil. Boa tarde, Brazil. Good to see you there. Let's continue on with the news. A dinosaur dash for the finish line in T-Rex World Championship races. Who is the idiot who made this shit up to make money? But hey, it works, right? It works. I didn't know this was a thing here. More than 300 people donned inflatable dinosaur costumes and took to the track at the Emerald Downs in Washington for the annual T-Rex World Championship races. The yearly event at the Auburn racetrack began when TriGuard Pest Control held it as a team building exercise back in 2017. And the race quickly gained public popularity online and opened to the public the next year. The race was suspended in 2020 due to COVID, but it made its return back in 2022. Houston man Andrew Stuber was crowned the top Tyrannosaurus in this year's race. This year's T-Rex World Championship races was also featured an aerial event. 3 people in T-Rex costumes jumped out of a skydive Shinhomen plane. Can't even pronounce that. Anyway, they jumped out of a plane and parachuted down into the field before racing to the finish line. The full event aired on ESPN2. Will air sometime on ESPN2. Sometime later in the season when they could stop playing replays of old news. But anyway, let's go to the videotape here. Let's go live on videotape. Yeah, I'm surprised Guinness World Book Records wasn't a part of this one as well. And
T-Rex is away, and they come flying down the.
They come down to 5%. I got the trifecta. Ooh, one guy took a tumble there. Wow, one guy took a tumble there at the very end.
T-Rex is away.
Wow.
Flying down the stretch in the championship.
Exactly, Otto.
From the outside, 4, 5.
Ooh, 2 people really took a tumble there. My goodness. All right. Well, we have that, and then I think we have video of. I know that's true. Can ESPN please stop playing replays of the National Cornhole Tournament? You know, cornhole. You know. Anyway, isn't the situation from Jersey Shore part of the cornhole, National Cornhole? Oh wow, this is gloriously unnecessary. I like this. He's in a T-Rex costumes flying. They jumped out of a plane. This is a big event in this town, huh? This is a big event. This is a big deal. Parachuting into the racetrack in T-Rex costumes.
We've got some T-Rexes on their way down. There's the view from high above.
Technology, man. It's amazing what we could do nowadays. Yo, can they do this at the wiener dog competition next year? Can we have people with wiener dogs like attached to them? Or wiener dog costumes parachute in? Wow. That's a fun day. Grandpa wasting all of his retirement money playing the ponies and the kids watching the T-Rexes. That's a fun day at the track.
Here they come to the
Yay! Oh, I love this country. We have the best country, I tell you what. Well, all right. Did that sound like Governor Jesse Ventura? We really do live in idiocracy, right? We really do. We really do. Well, I'm happy to see that that's a fun time. I know. Well, I think 3 people in T-Rex costumes were hurt in that videotape. So, how's everybody doing? We got 50 people in the chat. We got 89 likes. Let's get to 100. Come on, 11 more to go. Let's get to 100 before we end the show. Let's go. Let's get to 100 before we end the show here. We got more news to come. Bears getting trapped in Colorado. Bulls being wrangled. Snakes on a plane. And deer with bird feeders on its head. All coming up next in the next 15 minutes of the show. As we careen through this second hour of the show. It's kind of amazing. We're doing a 2-hour show today. It's kind of amazing. Our Queens Midtown, for some reason our Midtown camera here is staring at clouds. I don't know what kind of weird Illuminati thing it's doing. But hey, riveting info. Yes, indeed. Riveting info as we look across the skyline here. Look at this. I think we're looking out towards Long Island, maybe? Or maybe, no, that might be New Jersey. I think that's New Jersey, everybody. All right, bring on more facts. Bring on more news. Live here from the Super Studios here in Coney Island. 86 degrees here in Coney Island with a real feel of 94. That's why I am not outside. But I think maybe later we'll be outside to do a quick live stream. Right, it's just all haze at this point, Lori Lou. Good to see you, Sal Muscles. Welcome on into the show. It's 44 minutes past the hour. It's 1:44 here in New York City. You're never more than 10 minutes away from traffic and weather. As we check the cameras here, let's actually quickly check the weather radar here. Nothing new up here on the radar here. 87 degrees now here, so it's a real feel of 95. Oh, still at 94 here. Real feel of 94. Let's go to the traffic radar here. And Midtown here, the Lincoln Tunnel inbound and outbound just keeps on getting worse and worse and worse. So we got a lot of traffic coming in and out of the Lincoln Tunnel. So if you can, take the outbound Holland Tunnel instead. Looks like traffic lightening up here on George Washington Bridge from an earlier incident. But, of course, solid delays going westbound along the Cross Bronx Expressway. Northbound delays over here by the FDR Drive. Got a little bit inbound delays here at the Queensboro Ed Koch Bridge here. Queens Midtown Tunnel wide open. And, of course, your major bridges like the Williamsburg, Manhattan, Brooklyn bridges all wide open. Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, nice ride here. Delays are easing up over here along the Gowanus along 3rd Avenue here by Industry City. If you can, wave hi to Puff Daddy. He's in one of those buildings over there in Industry City. But good to see you, Sal Muscles. Good to see you, NYC girl. Sorry, everybody. Good to see everybody. Let's continue on with the news. Good to see you, Karen J. McLean. A bear gets trapped in a Colorado car and redecorates the interior. As we all know, bears are the latest inductees, if that makes any sense, to redecorating interiors. We got videotape here. A bear managed to close itself inside of a parked car in Colorado and demolished the interior of the vehicle before being freed by the sheriff's deputy. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office shared body camera footage recorded by a deputy summoned to a location in the foothills. He said, "Oh, there's a bear in there." The deputy can be heard saying after peering through the window. The deputy used a rope to open the car's door from a safe distance to free the bear. The animal managed to completely destroy the interior of the vehicle before being set free. He said, "Caution, local bears may redecorate your ride," the department said on Facebook. Bears are good at breaking into vehicles, but not so good at getting out. This is a good reminder to keep your vehicle's doors locked even when you're at home. Also, bears can smell any snacks you may have left in your car, so don't tempt them to turn your car into a bear buffet. I don't think it was a Tesla, but let's go to the videotape, everybody. Oh, we got background music, too.
The red one? Oh, there's a bear in there.
There's a bear in there!
Thanks for showing them so fast. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, he was kicking the door. This music in the background's hilarious.
So I'll just tie it to the door handle.
Yeah, yank him out. Yeah, bears are notorious for that.
We'll just pull it open and he can run out.
Don't leave beef jerky in your cars, people. Y'all gotta stop leaving beef jerky in your cars. Oh, you hear him. You can hear him in the car, like, going nuts.
All right, is it unlocked?
All right, here we go. Poor Toyota. A tuba bear concerto. It's the ballad of the stuck bear.
Ready?
Yeah, he wanted some honey or some pork rinds or something like that. There we go.
Come on.
I'm not getting now. I got snacks in here.
Go on.
Go on, get.
Go on.
Wow, he really
Your
destroyed.
car is
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Shout out to that police officer. That was smart thinking. Wow.
Important to lock your cars and keep all food and stuff out.
I just keep beef jerky in the car, you know. Anyway, shout out to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, and a big shout out to that officer for getting the stuck bear out of the car. Hopefully the bear got some snacks and lived to dine another day. 1:49 here in New York City. It is 49 minutes past the hour all around the world. Welcome on into the show, everybody. These animal stories are hilarious, I have to say. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Welcome. Good to see you, F. Sal Muscles, Karen, Jay McClain. Everybody who's joining us, good to see you guys. 97 likes. Let's get to 100. Let's go. Let's get to 100 likes before we get the show. And imagine calling the car insurance. You know, the insurance company figured out some way to slither out of that situation. Them slimy bastards. Those bloody bastards. Oh, you know, a bear destroying your interior is not covered by your plan. Right? Yogi said the ranger wasn't feeding him enough, so he had to fend for himself. Exactly. Right? Marshmallows work too. Yes, indeed. Marshmallows work too. Listen, I keep beef jerky in my car all the time. It tastes nice. You know, the car gets really hot inside during the summertime, and then you can get the beef jerky. It's like it's fresh beef jerky. It's like it's fresh beef jerky there. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. But keep your doors locked, even when you're home. You may live in the middle of nowhere, but you know what? You may not live in the middle of nowhere, because that's where the bears live, and the deer, and the alligator, and all the other animals that were there well before you have. So always keep that in mind. Sal Muscles likes watching the Yogi Bear show every night. Is that on MeTV? They got a Hanna-Barbera show over there on MeTV at 6 o'clock now. The Bears made like $43,000 in cheese. Gotta get that really nice cheese from España. Oh my goodness, I love old cartoons too. 50 minutes past the hour. Good to see you, Ciro Sebastiano out there in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Good to see you. Let's continue on with the news, people. A bull wrangled 5 days after a rodeo escape. So an escaped bull went on a 5-day vacation after escaping the rodeo. Oh, we got videotape here. A bull that escaped while being unloaded at a Colorado rodeo was finally wrangled after 5 days on the loose. The bear was said to have escaped while being unloaded Wednesday at the Snowmass Rodeo and was repeatedly spotted in the ensuing days in the brush behind Snowmass's Village Horse Ranch neighborhood. Say that 10 times fast. The bull... Oh, I love this name. The bull's named as Sauce Boss, but Snowmass Village Police Zach Wilcher told the Cowboy State Daily he heard the animal's name was Twinkle Toes. Wilcher said that he was unable to confirm the bovine's name. He said that it was just eluded us for a few days. I understand that the owners of the bull were able to retrieve it yesterday. A homeowner said that the bull had been roped by cowboys a few days before its capture, but managed to give them the slip amid the heavy rains. Once it's kind of moved up into the neighborhood, which is bordered by some open land with really tall brush type foliage. excuse me, it was kind of disappeared into the area and wasn't seen until the owners were able to locate it, he said. The bull, the bull is expected to make a belated debut at the Snowmass Rodeo later on this week. So let's go to the videotape here as I completely choke on everything here. Yeah, he was bulldozing by the, was he bulldozing by the beach? I want to say that his name, by the way, is going to be Sauce Boss. I like that name, Sauce Boss, better than Twinkle Toes. But let's go to Pitkin County here.
Last week and has been on the lam ever since.
He's been on the lam. How can a bull be on the lam?
A few minutes ago, the bull has
That's
been
some
caught.
weird sexual shit happening there.
The
Bulls
was
on
being
lambs.
Unloaded in preparation for the Snowmass Rodeo.
What the hell?
Taking place near Aspen, north of Burnt Mountain.
Those animals don't
Reporter
go
in the mountains,
together.
Spencer Wilson takes us there for the
Bulls
hunt
can't
for
be on the
Sauce
lamb.
Boss.
Just let's get that straight.
Homeowners tell me they saw Sauce Boss just
Little
outside
good
their
old
window,
Sauce Boss.
right next to their bench. Came as quite a surprise.
He liked that bench.
Problem is, finding the bull is only half the battle. Actually getting him back to where he
Right.
needs to be, it's a whole
He
nother
needs to
issue.
get back in there.
It's the stuff of urban legend at this point.
I heard that the bull ran away before the rodeo started and that nobody's found it.
Sauce Boss, the
Look,
rodeo
he's so
bull,
cute.
broke free of his handlers late Wednesday. And
Sauce
while
Boss
local
was like,
police
he
were
gave him the
initially helping
Maloinkia.
to track him down, since the bull wasn't hurting
Gave him a
anyone,
little
he
thing.
just kind of wandered through the thick shrubs behind a neighborhood. It's now up to his owners, the Cowboys,
Nice.
to wrangle him back out.
Yeah,
for
the
the
bull
rodeo.
was
Apparently it
lambasted.
has blended well with the scenery in Aspen. I don't know.
Crews are searching at the top of Horse Ranch neighborhood, bringing out horses to navigate the rough, steep, and thick brush back there, hoping to find hair or horn of the bull. So far, no luck.
Has been doing just fine because nobody can find where he is.
Good.
Homeowners tell me they hear it's the bull's first year. And
It's
this
still
would
the
have
bull
been
away
his
from the
first
lamb,
rodeo
please.
Had he not made it out of custody.
Bulls over
And just
lamb
this
with Sauce
afternoon,
Boss. What the
Sauce
fuck's
Boss
going
was
on here?
located. He should be ready to roll at the rodeo coming up this next Wednesday night in Snowmass. In Snowmass, Spencer Wilson, covering Colorado First.
We hope Sauce Boss enjoyed our mountain. Spencer,
Yeah, I hope Sauce Boss enjoyed the mountains too. And Sauce Boss will hopefully live another day. as the Earth Cam tries to get the ad on me. Let's continue on with the news. We have another story here. An Australian flight was delayed by a snake on a plane. The movie becomes reality, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, we got videotape here. A flight from Australia's Melbourne airport was delayed more than an hour due to a stowaway in the cargo hold. A snake. Virgin Australia flight VA337 was delayed just prior to departing Brisbane when airline personnel spotted a small snake in the cargo hold. Mark Pelly, a.k.a. the Snake Hunter on social media, was summoned to the airport to capture what turned out to be a harmless, tiny little green snake. Pelly said that he removed snakes from the airport before, but this incident marked his first instance of an actual snake on a plane. The snake's catcher said that he suspects the snake had stowed away in a traveler's luggage. Someone has inadvertently packed a snake in their luggage, and somehow it escaped during transport. When the plane staff went back to pack the new luggage into the plane, there was a snake. The snake was safely captured and taken to a veterinarian for examination. The flight departed for Brisbane about an hour late behind schedule. My goodness, it's another episode of Animals Gone Wild. Good to see you, Dave Jeffrey, up there in Niagara Falls. Let's go to the videotape, people. Let's go to the videotape. Going to the Australian news here.
On their plane.
Little bugger there,
The flight was delayed by
bastard.
an hour as they waited for the local snake catcher to arrive.
I know,
and
just an
secure the
hour. I'm
reptile,
pretty impressed by
which
that,
had slithered
too.
its way into the baggage hold. The mission was a success with
Got
the snake
there,
now
that
at the doorstep.
bloody
Thankfully,
wanker
no
there.
passengers or crew were harmed. And that snake catcher who was called to the job was Mark Pelly. He joins
Good
us
to
live
see you,
in Melbourne.
Mark.
Round of applause.
Good,
You
I
are
get
our
the fucking
hero.
snake off the
How on earth
fucking
did that
plane
snake
there?
get there on the plane?
Do you know, I
Bloody
was actually
bastard.
thinking about this question a lot, and I've only got one conclusion.
His snake got
It's snuck
first
in
class
someone's
service,
luggage.
yes, to the
Really?
veterinary.
Because it came from Brisbane, didn't it, to Melbourne?
It bloody
That's
thing
correct.
came
So,
from
yeah, so
Brisbane.
someone has inadvertently
Can't
packed a snake
trust
in their
a
luggage,
Brisbane
somehow
snake.
escaped during transport.
Bastard.
And then when the staff went to go pack the new
You
luggage
got them
into
little
the bottom
evil
of the
snake
airplane,
eyes there, little
was a snake.
beady eyes
Does this
there.
happen often?
I've caught a lot of snakes at Melbourne Airport, and in very weird circumstances as well.
Okay.
But I've never caught one on a plane, so it's the first
No,
time.
first time ever catching a snake on a
How come
plane.
there's so many snakes at Melbourne Airport?
Melbourne is full of snakes. Can't trust anybody over there.
Universities, factories, offices, businesses, airports, you name it. I find snakes, and it's just one of the things that's part of being in our wonderful country.
Oh, we're all having a great morning till you turned up, Mark. So is there such thing as an angry snake, a friendly snake?
Jesus
what sort
Christ.
Of,
all animals get angry.
Condition was he in when you
all
found
animals get happy. What kind of question is this?
The snake was actually just very scared.
Oh, he was scared. You see, emotions, people, they're real.
And snakes never do try to hurt people. They're always trying to get away.
Right, yeah. They're just trying to live life.
Where it was almost just behind the panels. Had I not caught it on that first
go,
go,
could have got in the plane. Then it would have been a 10-hour delay.
I had to evacuate the plane, and I'd still be there with the engineering team pulling the plane apart looking for a snake. So thank God I got it first time.
Right, thank God he got it first try.
Got into the cabin of the plane, maybe?
It was on the verge of escaping past the panels, and yes, potentially going the cabin. Yes.
Yeah, animals are mainly scared, and it's like being abducted by aliens. Exactly.
Most people are who I deal with snakes all the time, so they're just happy, and we're just thinking to ourselves, it was just a matter of time before this happened.
Okay, so does this happen in every state? Is this just something, I guess, most of us mere mortals don't realise?
There are a lot more snakes than you realise. You know, in the peak of summer, I can catch easily 10 to 15 snakes a day.
Wow.
In people's homes, I find them under beds or in cots or under the fridge. So it
under the
lot,
fridge.
But most people just live their lives blissfully ignorant that there are snakes around.
Let the snakes be, people.
We should be looking out for.
Yes.
That we should be.
We should be just looking out for more snakes, love. The snakes are everywhere here in Australia. Anyway, an actual story of snakes on a plane. The movie came to reality. Wow. Just like that, people. Just like that. 2 hours of our lives gone forever. Under the fridge just scares the shit out of me. God damn. You wanna go buy you wanna go to the refrigerator and you got a fucking snake under it, man? That's not cool. By the way, really quick, a story we could not get to because we ran out of time. Yes, a deer was found with a bird feeder on its head, but that story will have to wait for another time. But anyway, 2 hours of your life gone forever. I want to thank the super donators here. I want to thank Northwest with a very generous $5 super chat. I want to thank Cake 813 with a very generous $20 super chat. Much, much, much appreciated. See, it's a 2-hour news program. It's like it's the real news, right? What an episode of This Week on the Internet. I mean, this was a humdinger. If you're new to the broadcast, make sure you hit the notification bell. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do this shit next. I might be on later on today, so stay tuned. We'll be outside in the heat when it cools down, if that makes any sense. That's right, 2 hours, just like that on a hot day. I hope you guys enjoyed the show here, and oh my goodness, that is all the news fit to print. My name is Dutch Maz. You guys are all beautiful people out there in the audience, and if you like this, make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Maz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name, at Dutch Maz. Make sure you have your pets spayed and neutered, people. Make sure you have your pets spayed and neutered. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, and good night, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye, 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 bye.